you're gonna meet her ex. What up, what up, what up? What's happening? Que lo que miente. Welcome to Love, Purpose, and Passports. Hope all is well and all are passport ready, a passport getting ready. For those of you that don't know, I am Mr. Pro for You, living in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Let's get right to it. Back in my early 20s, I had just started dating this young lady. And one day my uncle pulls me to the side and says, pay attention to what you're walking into. Not what she says, not what she promises, but what you're inheriting. At the time, I didn't understand it. I thought I was just getting to know her, but I wasn't. It turns out I was getting to know habits someone else was okay with, reactions someone else influenced, boundaries someone else failed to hold. That's when it clicked. When you meet a woman, you're not starting from zero. You're stepping into a situation that was already built. And whether you like it or not, you're meeting her ex. Most men think you're just getting to know her. But let me ask it this way. When you meet a woman, are you meeting who she is or who she's been shaped into? Because nobody comes into a relationship untouched. People pick up habits from the environment they've been in, and relationships shape people almost more than anything else. Relationships aren't neutral. They shape how someone reacts. They shape how they argue, how they trust, how they test. So think about this. Does it make sense to assume they don't leave anything behind? If a woman spent an extended period of time adjusting to a certain kind of man, those adjustments don't just disappear overnight. And that's not blame. That's just the reality of it. The problem is, what most men do is judge what they're seeing without ever considering how it got there. They treat her behavior like it appeared on its own. But if certain behavior is shaped inside of a relationship, then that behavior reflects the kind of relationship she was in. That doesn't mean the past defines her. It just means the past explains something. What we're talking about is an explanation, not an excuse. Here's a simpler way to think about it. Think about two people learning how to drive. One learned from someone patient and consistent. The other one learned from someone careless and unpredictable. Neither person is broken, but they don't drive the same. Not because of who they are, but because of how they were taught. Relationships work the same way. There's a difference between character, who someone actually is, and conditioning, how they've learned to respond. The mistake is confusing one with the other. Some behaviors are character issues, but some are learned responses. If you treat learned behavior like character, you'll reject a good woman you didn't take the time to understand. If you treat character flaws like conditioning, you'll tolerate things from a bad woman that you shouldn't. Discernment is knowing the difference. So here's a question for you men that are looking forward to building a relationship with a young lady you're interested in. Can you accept that people are shaped by close relationships? That one's pretty easy. How about this one? Can you accept that habits stick until something stronger replaces them? That one may be a little more challenging in real time. Here's what most men overlook. You're not meeting a blank slate. You're meeting someone mid-process. That doesn't mean you're responsible for her past, but you are dealing with the effects of it. Ignoring that will just leave you confused when things don't line up. So here's some things to consider. Is it possible she became a little reactive because she was with a passive man, or a little uncooperative because he was a man with no standards? How about her being a little stubborn because he was a man that she could bend, or she became a little controlling because he was an indecisive man? There's something to think about. See, these are the same guys that would say, she's too much, she's too difficult, she's too controlling. But aren't they the same ones that created the environment that produced this? These aren't always character flaws. A lot of times they're leftovers. What you're seeing isn't necessarily her nature. It's what the last man allowed, rewarded, or failed to correct. Don't mistake the fruit for the tree while forgetting about the gardener. When you meet a woman, you're not stepping into neutrality. You're stepping into momentum that was already moving in a direction. Your presence either redirects it or encourages it. And that's the part most men avoid. because it requires leadership with no guarantees. So remember this: some women settle under strength. Some women resist it. Both outcomes give you the information you're looking for. So like I said, you will meet her ex, but don't ever shy away from dismantling what a lesser man created. The only thing that should matter to you is the woman she becomes with you. Just something to think about. Love, purpose, and passports. Peace.